Enjoying secrets of a sugar daddy? How about a little something extra? Here's today's dose of extra sugar with Marcus.
Hey, this is Marcus, and welcome to this segment of Extra Sugar. Hey, as we're wrapping up June and getting ready for our big party in July, I just want to let you know we have closed the application process, but if you are still interested and want to be on the alternate list or get your application in, so we'll have it for our next party because we do save those. I still have the link up. Go to our website, secretsofasugardaddy.com, press contest, and you can still fill out the form and enter it. Just in case I have some cancellations, I do have an alternate list that I will put you on, and who knows, maybe you will get into the party. And also, if you're a sugar daddy, though, I have 2 spots left. That is it. And I'm only going to fill those with a sugar daddy. So if you want to become a sponsor of the show, I'm telling you, we've got a 3-to-1 ratio of fantastic ladies. It's going to be a great dynamic. The personalities are all over the board, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. So if you want to come to the party July 12th through the 14th as a sponsor, get a hold of me ASAP at info@secretsofasugardaddy.com. Also, too, if you haven't joined our Patreon yet, it is getting bigger and better all the time. We are having a lot of fun and interesting new members join. The group chat is really amazing. People are throwing all kinds of good scenarios, questions, meet and greet opportunities. As we get more and more people in certain areas, they're finding out that they're very close to each other. So these people are, they're real. They're not the scammers from SA. So I get a lot of messages on SA, and you can tell these are obviously bots or fake profiles, and it's very, very frustrating. Well, the people in our Patreon group, they're real people. So it's fun to know that these are true people trying to congregate with other people in the lifestyle, and it's a lot of fun. So go to patreon.com/Secrets of a Sugar Daddy podcast and join us today. It's free. You can sign up for free. We have a lot of free stuff. And then the tiers is what opens up the entire site, and that's where you're going to enjoy it the most. So it only starts at $10 a month for the very bottom tier, but you get access to everything. The higher tiers include some coaching and profile reviews, and they just show that you're a super fan of the show and a big supporter of the show, which we really appreciate. Okay, on to today's Extra Sugar. This one's a good one. I like this one. So this is basically a commentary or perspective from a sugar daddy, and his name's Billy. And it says, I am a 4-year semi-skilled gentleman of the bowl, and I love it. Love, love, love it. I am 66. I have enough money to last forever. I'm an attractive silver fox in shape, in recovery for 35 years, practiced to the best of my ability, humility, gratitude, and kindness, and really try to live in the no judgment zone. And I do realize I am 66 and have some sagging skin, wrinkles on my face, not as much get up and go as I once did, sometimes a generation gap with younger sugar babies, and not as much patience as I once had. I know that if I didn't have money, I would not be enjoying the company of, for the most part, super attractive, younger, talented, kind, chill, and sexy as fuck sugar babies. I love it. He says, I understand what my role is and get that none of this would be happening if I was not sugaring generously, if there was not the financial component. I've sugared MBAs, Microsoft coders, PE analysts, and entrepreneurs, all wanting extra cash and enjoyment, low drama, mentorship, and safety that a good sugar daddy offers. I respect and admire sugar daddies that I've met. It's an interesting life, this bowl of ours. I've had several arrangements, some short, some long, and most all of them have been interesting, fun, and sexy. I only seek on seeking. I don't hang out in bars or high-end hotels hoping to meet a potential. Yeah, same here, buddy. Too much work, too much time. I never see myself being a vanilla guy again. I am still learning how to be a good, thoughtful, generous sugar daddy, and this has been helpful for my Sugar Bowl education. Thank you all for sharing your life and stories. I wanted to share some comments from my recent experiences on Seeking. Okay, so number one, I generally do not search. I just wait for the incoming favorite or message and respond to who I feel is a good potential. More and more lately, I am being hit up by supermodel-looking types offering PPM within the first or second text of my initial text with them. This was a rare experience before, but more and more common now. Before you judge and comment that this isn't proper sugaring, I disagree. There is no rule book, and PPM is part of the game. I am only commenting that it is happening more and more, and I find it interesting that this type of a sugar baby, who one would think in the vanilla world would have no problem finding a man that would support them, but here they are, willing to have sex early in a relationship in a PPM basis. And I'm not saying that I am biting on these offers either. What does this say about the state of the vanilla dating world for super hot women? Or is it just common now for model types to have side gigs with sugar daddies? Number 2 observation. Recently, I've met several women in the Seeking app that are new to sugaring and don't understand it. Don't like the terminology like daddy, sugar baby, sugar daddy, and don't necessarily like the concept. I've had them say to me, don't use the term sugar daddy, yet here they are, seeking something different than what they've been experiencing in the vanilla world. Well, I kind of understand that, because if you go to episode 1 of this podcast, the very first episode that we put out, it's named Don't Call Me Daddy, and that's coming from me. I don't know. I just never really bought into that. I don't want a girl calling me daddy. Some guys really like it. I've met plenty of sugar daddies who love being called daddy. Me personally, I want to be not so creepy. I want to be your lover. I want to be your friend. I want to be your confidant, which, some girls and guys like the term daddy. I just personally don't. Okay, number 3. I do my best to be authentic and chill. An example, not creepy, while meeting someone new on Seeking, and it works. A simple, hello Alexis, how are you, is my go-to opening. Plain, I know, but not corny or weird or manipulative, and more often than not gets a response. I've heard from so many Seeking women that most men are creepy with their opening line, ask about sex right off the bat, don't offer to gift even if it's a 15-minute meet and greet, don't have good pics posted or their dated pics. It's good to know what's up with my competition. Yeah, your competition is failing miserably. I'm hoping that this podcast is helping a lot of men, but I've seen those same terrible opening lines, terrible messages to girls. My co-host and my guests show them to me, and it's just, men, we have to do better. We've just got to do better. All right, number 4. I have my own set of issues, trauma and recovery, and work on it regularly. Without a doubt, most of the women I meet have some serious history to deal with, and most are unwilling to take a look at it, which eventually affects our friendship as the unresolved issues begin to show. I don't judge and give them a chance, and have offered and paid for therapy or taken them to meetings. But recently, I see this as a red flag and bail out earlier than I have previously. It's not worth it. You can lead a horse to water, but we know how that finishes. But honestly, though, we're all human beings. I mean, we all have baggage. We all need therapy in some way or another. Some of us are more stable than others, granted. But I think therapy could do even the most stable person a lot of good, and they could find a lot of benefit from it. But yeah, I mean, like I said, we're all humans. We go through all kinds of trials and tribulations, and we do bring baggage to some relationships. Obviously, some more than others. So it's just what your threshold is and what you can deal with. All right, number 5. Sugar relationships are very similar to vanilla ones. For me, there must be a physical, emotional, and mental connection. In my past vanilla life, I was attracted to mysterious, sensual, creative, naughty, intelligent, and authentic women. Guess what? I am still attracted to women in the sugar bowl with these same traits. but without the ring, without the relationship commitment, and without the emotional responsibility. I now get to have a discussion about our expectations about the time spent together. Allowance, gifting, extras, travel, etc., etc. Is it transactional? Hell yes. So was my divorce. Everything is transactional to some degree, and I'm not just speaking about the financial part. Yeah, 100% agree with you there. Okay, number 6, and this is the final one. Never, ever take anything in the sugar bowl personally, which is easier said than done. But do your best not to. Let it go, dust off, move on. Wow, that was a very well put perspective on the recent state of sugar dating. I have experienced every single thing that Billy has experienced there. And yes, do not take things personally. It is hard not to. I mean, I have met some amazing women and people I thought that I had a future with. And I thought that we could really have a nice arrangement and we could go somewhere with this. And we emotionally connected. We had great chemistry. And then, bam, they're gone. Or they did something to really upset you, like ghost you, or they showed up, really late with stupid excuses, or they just became flaky. And you start wondering, is it me? Was it something that I did? You just can't take it personally, and you've got to move on. If it's not right, it's not going to be right, and there's nothing you can do to force it to make it right. I've had so many situations where I met somebody, she was attractive. I'm telling you, my heart was beating at the end of the date. I really wanted to see her again, and then I get home and she's like, "Yeah, I don't think this is going to work, and but I thank you for your time." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I appreciate your time, and if you ever change your mind, let me know." And basically just went my way. Guess what? 2 weeks later, I get a message from her, and she's like, "I've been thinking about it. You were so nice and respectful. Most other guys have blown up when I've told them I didn't want to see them, but you didn't do that, and I really want to see you again." Haha. So there you go. Just become unperturbable. And look that word up. Just let it roll off your back. Don't let it bother you. You ever seen those people that come door to door, and these door-to-door salesmen, and you just give them every roadblock that you can. You tell them, "No, I'm not interested. Can you please leave my property?" And they are so nice, and they're like, "Oh, thank you, sir," blah, 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 blah. And they're just so friendly, and they leave, and it acts like absolutely anything you say does not bother them. Well, you kind of got to be that way. Anything they say, anything they do, you kind of got to let it not perturb you. And I think you're going to see amazing results from that. Okay, I really enjoyed today's Extra Sugar. I hope you did too. And look for sound bites and new episodes coming up, especially from the party. Hey, we've got an episode on Tuesday with Dr. JJ and Lynn, and it was a really good listener letter episode, and we get into a lot of great things and some sensitive subjects like STDs. And then we read a lot of, like I said, listener letters. We got a lot of great opinions on those, some scenarios. You're really going to enjoy Tuesday's episode, so tune in there. And again, don't forget to go to our Patreon. We want to see you there. It's like family. So become a member today. Today, not tomorrow. Today. All right. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
We hope you enjoyed your Extra Sugar with Marcus. As always, visit our website, secretsofasugardaddy.com, to comment or tell us your story.